problem. Well, first of all, congratulations to Oregon State staff and their players. It's a real good ball club, and so congrats to them. Yeah, frustrating finish for sure for us, but I'm proud of our boys. I'm proud of our coaching staff. I'm proud to wear this jersey. We've gotten better. We still obviously this weekend shows us that we've got to get better. We got to find a way as a coaching staff to get better and be more competitive. We just had a hard time controlling their arms a little bit. The fastball was pretty hot, and then trying to get to that and then stay off a slider or breaking ball down. So, but it's again, they did a nice job. We just our pitching staff's left some balls up, and it's a big physical team, and when you do, you got a chance to get hurt and put some good swings on us. And so, tough finish, but again, as a head coach at the University of Southern California, I'm proud of what we were able to do this year.
And these last 2 days, seeing what they're capable of, the arms they're able to bring in, freshman, sophomore, what does it tell you or that you need to do with this program to get to that level?
Well, it's all of it. It's a totality of a program, right? And this program's done it well and for a while, and they got it moving really well. Great coaching staff, and so and we just got to, got to slow down those moments. We got sped up. We got sped up offensively, and then pitching wise, we did as well. And we got to grow up, and part of growing up is getting in an environment like this and being frustrated in moments, right? If we can learn from this, and get back to work, and it'll pay off. We just we gotta get better in every aspect. We just but that's part of the development of a program. We're not, you see, we're not that many guys from the portal. Most of our guys are homegrown. Guys that we brought in a couple of years ago, and have come. This young man here to my left came out of high school, and he's gotten better and better every year, and he's a big part of why this program is going to continue to move well, because he competes. He's a tough competitor, and it's important to him, and he's a great worker, and so the pieces are there. We just got to help him get better.
And in the process of the program build, as you take those step by step, how important is this weekend learning from the experience that you had?
Yeah, I think it's a big part of it, right? You coming on the road and coming to a place that's had a lot of success. They got a great fan base that they're loud, and that's all part of it too. Is you got to learn how to travel well. You got to learn how to play in tough environments, and so coming here and competing in this environment, and it's a good thing. It's all good steps. It's all part of the process. I think sometimes as people, we get impatient. We want everything to happen now, and certainly I'd love to be going to a super regional, but it didn't happen. But it's going to happen, and we're just going to keep moving in the right direction. We're gonna stay on it and keep competing and keep working to get our program to where we're moving past a regional, and that's in my really in bottom of my heart. I believe that's going to happen. I know these guys believe it's going to happen, and we just this is part of the step. And so this was a good thing, frustrating as it is the way it ended. In the big picture, it's a positive.
Andy, what kind of a challenge does this Oregon State team pose for Florida State next weekend?
Well, it's big arms. You've got to, and I'm not really familiar with who they face, but it's big arms that come at you with a good fastball, and they got a good off-speed pitches to work off it. I think Abbrie could attest to that. It's a lineup that 1 through 9 is very competitive. It's a complete offense. Yesterday they got us with some small ball, and then today they got some swings off yesterday as well, and they got some big swings today. So you gotta be ready, because 1 through 9 they're coming at you.
Abbrie, what was difficult about their starting pitcher, and just what was he bringing tonight? How would you describe his performance?
I mean, if you look at all their guys, especially with their starting pitcher, I think they had life to the fastball. I think that was a big thing. And then Coach talked about it all the time in the report. It's stay off the slider. They know what they know what they want to do, and they're going to keep doing it until it changes. So I think the biggest thing was just hitting off the heater and being able to spit on pitches that are down and away, those sliders. So I think his fastball had a lot of life, but just being able to push it down and find the right pitch to put a good swing on it.
Coach, I know you said yesterday that Caden was obviously going to want the ball. Just what do you think it says about him to come out here on short rest and give you guys what he gave you?
Yeah, I gotta be careful because I might get emotional about that young man, just because what he's done for us in big moments, and I said to him after, "Hey, how are you, Coach? I'll keep going," and you know that I knew that was going to be the answer because that's just who he is. But to ask him to go back out and for the next inning was just like, hey, it's time for him to sit down. But big player. He's a big time pitcher, and he's pitching some big moments for our program. And he's a testament that you don't have to throw 95. If you can pitch, you can get outs, and so that's what he just makes the best of what he is, and he just knows who he is, and he doesn't try to get too tricky. He just knows that he's got to throw. He's got great pitches, and so. But more about his attitude and his makeup is off the chart, and just a competitive young man that believes in himself, and he wants the ball in his hand, and I'm hurting for him, right? Because I'm sure he wanted to continue to move on and pitch in some big moments for us, but just you can't say enough about Caden Aoki.
At the end of the first, both umpires, pulled you and Coach Canham. I'm curious what it was that they were discussing with you guys and what the explanation about it was.
Well, the pitch clock was not working, and so they were just saying, hey, we're going to kind of use a stopwatch, but they understood the moment. I'm not sure how Coach Canham responded, but I understood that we didn't want anybody to get caught in a ball or a strike call because of the clock, and so they were saying, hey, we're gonna give some grace on this. We'll give some warnings, and I totally agreed. That's appropriate. It's tough when an umpire's got the old way we did it with a stopwatch in his hand and then trying to yell out from third base, that's a ball. It's just no one really knows, right? And so, but once the pitch clock went down, we both agreed, hey man, we'll work off, just keep the pace moving and we'll be fine. I think both sides did a good job of keeping it moving.
I got one more question for Abbrie. Coach brought up Caden Aoki. Can you just say something about the veterans on this team and kind of how they've changed the mindset of the program?
It's insane because coming in last year, kind of not knowing what college life was like, just the whole aspect, and I think every single one of them have done a good job in bringing everybody in together, and Caden Aoki, Ethan Hedges, Gruddy, Mikey, all those guys are just guys that just push us to want to be better and want to get the program to where it needs to be. And they've done a great job of that. So those guys behind us, they're like older brothers to me. And I think a lot of the guys on the team can say the same thing. So I'm forever grateful for them. They're grinders, they're workers, and they're all going to do great things.
Kova, last year you guys were one win away from a regional. This year, one win away from a super regional. How do you use this weekend as motivation this offseason?
Just knowing that we're getting better and better. I mean, last year was a tough year, tough loss. This year, around the same thing, not how we wanted to finish, but we got the right group of guys to do great things and the right coaching staff, and we truly believe that as long as we trust our coaches, and trust our plans and everything, that we're going to continue to get better and better and get where SC needs to be.
Thank you.